Fuse. Wow, that was quick. How's it going? What's up? What's up, my man? Where's the baby? Let me see. Yeah, I'll only alert there. We'll load up Warrington's Tunnel. It's a place that is made of speloni. Speloni and jabroni. Yesterday I had a game in rugby. It was like championship and won first place. Nice! Good job, man. You proud of that? You should be. You should be. He's dark in here. Alright, so I was coming over here in order to kill all of the ghouls. That was my plan for this stream. Hello! Them there's some ghouls. Take a look at all the guns I have. Yep, this is probably gonna work. This will work just fine. Feral ghoul. There he goes. Now he's awesome. Shut up. I've done it. But now my butt is so wounded. Fell on your ass one too many times, huh? So you just knew Fallout 4 is broken? You're Fallout 4? I don't know, I don't care too much for Fallout 4. Like, it's not a bad game, it's just a bad Fallout game. Where? No! Like when you first take the Iron Man thing, like, you go 400 M and it tells you to give it a fuel. The Iron Man thing? You mean the... Are you talking about the power armor? Is that what you're talking about? I'll grab that conductor. Tells you to give it fuel. I see. I got this. I believe in myself. I got it. With the minigun. Where do you find the fuel? You find those power cores. You know, the ones that you get from the generators. You just find one of those and you shove it in. You of course have to find more than just one. Where? Above me? Sounds like it's above me. Oh, hello! Hello, my honey! Ah, damn it, I missed. Ooh! Oh, God. I hate ghouls. I hate them. They scare the crap out of me. Do you know Fallout Shelter seems a pretty good game? Fallout Shelter is a good time killer. I'll give it that much. Of course, they did update it quite a bit. So in all honesty, I don't exactly know, like, what sort of changes they've made. I do have to take another look at it. But it does seem like a nice time killer. Kind of like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It's just a nice way to kill some time. There's a stim pack right there. That's an assault rifle. That is a rock! Yeah, I don't have any use of that. Oh, my character. He's getting hungry. I can't open that. Jeez. What do they think I am? Spider-Man or something? Gah. Yeah, but no, I remember I hopped onto the, Like, for Fallout 4, I didn't even jump onto the hype train for Fallout 4. I jumped onto the hype train for Fallout Shelter because I was like, fuck yeah, I can play a fucking phone game and take care of a vault and it'll be cool. And then I was like, oh, well, I mean, it's not bad. And that was essentially, that was essentially the end of that. There was nothing else that happened after that. Oh, that's no good. That's a monster. Okay, took care of it. There we go. Oh god, that scared the crap out of me. Oh. I can make my place, then you spam turbo build and your place gets infected. Nice. Yeah, in all honesty, it's really not worth it to, like, I mean, in the game, the entire point of the game is to expand your Fallout shelter. But, in all honesty, based upon how much more infected the place gets, like, or like how many more attacks you get the more you play the game, it's like in real life you'd be like, yeah, we'll just keep it small. How's it going, Zoff? What are you up to? How have you been? An Azure shot. Ooh, been a while, my man. How's it going? There we go. I got him. Don't worry. Give me that Sudivix. Delicious drugs. I got him. 3 bottle caps, I'll take it. Energy, water, and food. Jesus, they get wasted fast. Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's one thing I don't exactly like about the game. It's too much micromanagement. Like, I mean, if it was simply like, yeah, you know, it collects food, like, even if it was just like, yeah, it collects food and water when you're not playing, but half of the rate once the place is filled, it would still be fine. What have you been up to, Azure? What's going on, man? Trying to find people to play Divinity with. Divinity Original Sin 2. I love that game. Granted, I never beat it, but I do still love it. It holds a special place in my heart. Give me these sensor modules. More conductors, mine. I never ended up beating that game. I need to go back and complete my playthrough, but it's, I don't know. It's a fun game.
You there. Put your weapons away. Come over here. No funny business, unless you want to get shot.
Yeah, it's a good game. The main problem about it is just the micromanagement. But other than that, I'm okay with it.
What are you doing here? It's not safe for your kind around here.
Cultist Simulator? I binged the fuck out of that? I've never heard of this, Azure. What is it about? I can handle myself.
It's your own funeral, then. Just remember that when you die alone. Then you just rot until some jackal comes and snacks on you.
So what are you doing in the metro
I've been
tunnels?
stomping around with Roy and his gang of misfits. Roy's a no-nonsense, take-no-prisoners kind of guy. He heard about this Tenpenny asshole, and now he's trying to get us in that tower. He's hatching some kind of plan to kill all those bigot bastards. Believe it or not, I used to vacation there.
Just tell me, what's it like being a ghoul?
I wasn't always like this. I was a goddamn scientist. We were doing great things.
Interesting.
Amazing things. Sure, sacrifices were required. Some people got hurt, but we were making real progress. But then those goddamn bombs dropped. Karma's a real bitch. You'd be wise to remember that.
I haven't played Sunless Sea, but I've watched enough of it, and I really do enjoy the look of it. I wouldn't mind playing that.
Figures. He's Tenpenny's adorable lapdog, isn't he? So what's your angle in all this?
I'll have to kill you if you give me a handful of caps.
Open your eyes, kid. Does it look like I got a fortune? Now bugger off before I get angry.
Jeez, what a dick. I shot his gun with that first shot. Hey, I got an ear off of him. Nice. Duke, you're such a wonderful ray of comedic dork that has ever blessed our eyes.
Ow.
You get... The fuck? That basket attacked me! You keep doing you? I will, Addie. I will. What are you doing here? You should be asleep, young lady. God damn it, I picked up a fucking coffee pot or something. What did I pick up? Yeah, it was a coffee pot. I was correct! Illuminati basket. Yeah. But, yeah, no, I wouldn't mind playing Sunless Sea on stream. I think that's just a nice little fun game. Addy. Yeah. Yeah, it was Addie's 1 year anniversary of streaming today, so I was on her
Lord, man!
Captain, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I was moderating Addie's stream for a good chunk of the day, so today's probably not going to be too long of a stream because I'm understandably tired after just being there. It's a game all about discovery. The game unravels itself the more you play because it's just cards. Yeah! And I love it. Honestly, I love games that, I mean, essentially card games were the first step to procedural creation or procedurally generated worlds, which is really, really cool if you think about it. Yeah, but quick save.
What do you want?
I killed your friend. Gustavo had me
Is
kill
that
you.
so? He isn't man enough to do it himself? Sends a boy to do his dirty work. You think you got what it takes?
No. I have to kill you if you give me some
You picked
caps.
the wrong ghoul to fuck with, kid. Welcome back.
I'm out of here.
Don't run from me, you bitch! Don't run from me! Damn, she runs fast. Oh man, whew. Barely caught up with her. Man, she had like 10 in agility. Fuck her. Zaddy, why are you here? What are you doing here? Just came to say hi. Sanic? Yeah, she really was. It's kind of redunculous, actually. There's a conductor there. I got enough conductors, probably. There's another ear. That's a Chinese assault rifle, but, I do already have a Chinese assault rifle, and I need to increase my repair before I can go, you know, taking that gun. Nah, nothing there. Oh. We got some frag grenades! Guys, we got frag grenades! We can blow people up! You know, I could dedicate one day to playing Fallout 1. Like, I have it downloaded, but the thing is, like, I would just speedrun it, which takes all but, like, I don't know, 20 minutes at most. More cigarettes. That's a Nuka-Cola Quantum. What else can I find around here? Man, this is like the epitome of post-apocalyptic world. Or like the ideal post-apocalyptic world. You just strut into someone's home and you shotgun them. Ooh, Thorazine. Antipsychotic, paralysis +1 and AP -20. That sounds wonderful. Wouldn't you guys agree? I don't exactly know what paralysis +1 does, but it sounds pretty sweet. I don't know what's around here. You have divinity. Divinity. I don't believe Addie does. I've looked through her games. I don't believe she has Divinity Original Sin 2, nor does she nor is she interested in it from last I've seen, or at least from my knowledge of Addie. That's a metro ticket. That's nothing. That's a door. I don't know where I'm at anymore. Where is this? We're going back. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be the way back into Tenpenny Tower. Yeah, you can lockpick it. I think that it immediately just causes everyone in Tenpenny Tower to die, and you get like a supreme amount of negative karma. Like, it's redunculous. Have you played Arcanum? I have not played Arcanum, Azir. I've heard a lot of wonderful things about Arcanum, though. Kind of a terrible human fantasy, to be honest. It really is. It's funny because that idea of post-apocalyptic world came from what do you call it? It came from Mad Max, like. And if I can remember correctly, yeah, Mad Max came out, and then the creators of Fallout were like, we want a world just like that. We want a gaming world just like that. And that's what they did. They created the Fallout world as a sort of spiritual successor to Huckleberry Finn. I do have Divinity, by the way, is off. I don't play very much anymore. That's a lot of ferals. To have a remake of Arcanum similar to Pillars of Eternity. That'd be nice. Some 5 mil. And that's some amphetamines. You're gonna have to try harder to take care of this neo-Nazi. Ho ho! I don't know, I'm just saying because my character firmly does look like a stormtrooper. Leave me alone! I'm sorry, like, that shit just really scares me. I don't need that. I missed. Let's try again. Will that work? That's much better. There we go. Yeah, that worked out just fine. Ghoul flesh, some fingers. The fuck is that budget-ass stun baton? It's a, yeah, I mean, that's essentially all it is, Davian. It's a, stun baton, or something. Hold on. It's a cattle prod, that's what it's called. It does, its base damage and then it does an extra 25 over 5 seconds. It's honestly a really good melee weapon. Because with, the mod that I have on that makes everything, you know, more dangerous, ammo is a lot more scarce, so having a melee weapon is kind of a necessity, in order to take care of all of the weaker stuff. Hey, oh, I see where I'm at. So yeah, having a melee weapon is a bit of a necessity, and yeah, you just kind of use it to beat, weaker creatures to death. It works out. Stim packs. I mean, I could use a stim pack. Are you telling me to use a stim pack? Because I'm not gonna. This is a door. More shotgun shells, always nice to have. I don't know, I try not to use stim packs if I can, because stim packs are emergency heals in my opinion. Like, you only use stim packs when you're like an inch away from death. You know, like an idiot. But no, it's something that you use when it's like, okay, so what's the situation looking like? Okay, well, there's 5 super mutants. One of them's got a machine gun. Another one's got a fat man. And 3 others got goddamn, you know, melee. They got sledgehammers. Yeah, this is a good enough time to use a stim pack. Stim packs are scarce. They aren't necessarily scarce, but they are harder to come across. Like, you just don't find as many as you should. Or as you normally do in, like, the base game. Like, typically in the base game, by level 5, I normally have, like, 20 to 30 stim packs. Because, like, you know, you go hit up one place, you come back, and then you just sell them, and then it's like, okay, well, give me all of your stim packs. And that's typically how it goes. Since they increased the prices... Oh, hey, game crashed. Since they increased the prices of everything, literally everything is expensive as fuck. Hold on. Let me align this. Hopefully that's not going to be a pattern. Pick up the barrel and smash your enemies. Yes. I kind of have a hard time finding you since you changed your Twitch icon that I was so used to seeing. I know. I knew that something like that might happen, Rote. But I figure that people will get used to it sooner or later. And there will come that point where people will go, I mean, yeah, that just makes sense of Duke. Is it just a hard mod? It does make things harder. I mean, in the sense, it makes things harder when it comes to things killing you. But I also made things easier in the sense of killing things. Let me get a little ways back. That seems good. Grenade! Explode! Take that. I got him. Is Fallout crashing is a feature? Well, Fallout crashing has always been a feature, Davian, yes. Fuck, I'm lost again. Yeah, Fallout crashing is just like... In all honesty, I should say Bethesda games crashing is a feature, but Fallout 3 is probably one of the worst examples, because with Fallout 3, like, they literally threw this game together, you know, associated all of the graphics with it, and they said, okay, does it work? And they said, it crashes every 10 seconds, and they said, perfect, throw it out there. Bethesda's terrible about making games that don't crash, and Fallout 3 is probably the worst example of a stable game. Like, if anyone said Fallout 3 is a stable game, they're probably high as fuck right now, and you might want to get away from them because they're potentially dangerous. What to get rid of? I can drop a little bit of surgical supplies. In all honesty, having 5 is more than enough. It just works. Quality check. Nope. Nah, it's true, they didn't have a quality check. Again, they put the game together and they said, does it work? Yes. How long can you play it? More than a second, it's good. And that was that. QA doesn't exist in Bethesda. It's true. Which is actually, I like to believe that's part of the reason why Fallout 4 is such a small game, like, comparatively. Like, you know, the quests and whatnots. Or just, like, how, yeah, well, I don't know. Technically, I think Fallout 3 is still a smaller game in terms of quests, but Fallout 4 has a lot more repeatable quests. I'm almost certain that Fallout 4 is relatively a smaller game just because they wanted to avoid a lot of issues. Okay, I'm going quick save. Let's see if this crashes again. Okay, we're good. Oh, oh yes! The one... It's a boar! Whew, that was a close one. It almost ate me alive. A settlement needs your help. It's really sad that Fallout 4 essentially created a quest line, which is quite literally just an infinitely continuous, repeatable quest line. And that is a part of the main story. Like, you have to help out one of the factions all the way through until they're willing to side with you.
Keep your panties on.
They just want hugs? Bullshit. So bad they have console commands. So bad that they want that. So bad that that they were just like, mods will some other people will take care of it with mods. And now they're like, people are taking care of and fixing our mods. We should.
You proved me wrong.
We should make money off of their ideas.
Those ghouls are gone takes a load off my mind. Thanks.
You'll
be wanting the reward now, won't you? I suppose you've earned it. There's your caps. Contract fulfilled, debt paid. This don't mean we're buddies, all right? Now get going.
Hold on. How do you know I killed the ghouls?
Here's what I got.
How does he know I killed the ghouls? He has a sixth sense for these things. He's just like, yes. I know, I can see that you have ghoul blood all over you. That means you killed the ghouls. And it's like, I don't know. I just kind of went to a place and there were a whole bunch of ferals and I killed them. I don't know about the ghouls that you want. And he's just like, no. There's no need to be humble. You did fine. And it's just like, well, okay, if you insist. That place you helped out 10 minutes ago, they need your help again. Yep. In reality, all that whole deal was about was for the regulators was for them to say, look, this is a place that you can build. You want to know what you should do? You should build here, right? you would love to do that, right? To build in this location? That's something you want to do, right? Because again, like Fallout 4 essentially has its big deal is that it has it has artificial length. Hold on. It has artificial length. It's not actually as long as like, in all honesty, it's a very short game. God damn it. Hold on. I'm hating this game right now. Like, in all honesty, it's a fairly short game, but is made longer by the fact that they have settlement building, and that was how they wanted to have most of the game taken up. Just like, you know, you go somewhere and you say, oh, I can build here, and then you build there, and that's the entire thing. Like, that was how they wanted you to take up your time. Which, in all honesty, it's a smart move on their play, but man, it's incredibly lazy. Do I hate the game? No. Do I love it? No. Like, again, I have the same critique that most Fallout fans have, where it's a good game, it's just a bad Fallout game, and that's the problem. Like, I'm not willing to advertise it as a Fallout game. Like, if they released it and they were like, hell, if they released it as a spin-off, I would have been okay with it. What's this? Like, if they had it as a spin-off game, and, you know, like if they just called it, like, Vault 100 or something, I think I would have been okay with it. Because it's like, oh, it's not Fallout 4, it's Vault 100, where you're supposed to be rebuilding the wasteland. That makes sense. I'm okay with this. But no, they were like, Fallout 4. Lazy writing. And it was like, do you have anything else besides the lazy writing? And they just said, a settlement needs your help. Thorazine. I should have, yeah, cartons of cigarettes. Good stuff. How do you feel about New Vegas? I feel as though New Vegas is probably the best instance of a Fallout game. Well, Fallout 2 is the best instance of a Fallout game, but Fallout New Vegas did such a good job of being a predecessor to that it really does deserve to be a main Fallout game. And on top of that, I will say that, like, the main story, it's kind of like meh, but like the DLC story that they have, I think that is phenomenal. Like, the fact that they have that, it's just so well done. Like, the amount of foreshadowing and, you know, lead up to the Divide is so amazingly done. Where it's like, you know, that offhanded area that you went to at this one point. Yeah, you remember that area? Well, guess what? As it turns out, this had to do with the big plot of things. And it's like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. New Vegas has Pete, so that makes it better than 4. Just a dump shack to stuff both my shit and loot in. Yup. Really makes you think? No, it doesn't make me think. I've known forever that Bethesda is terrible when it comes to writing. Obsidian had already shown that they were good at writing with just Knights of the Old Republic 2. And the only reason Knights of the Old Republic 2 is not better than 1 is just because they had to cut out an entire chapter. And if it wasn't for that, in all honesty, yeah, Knights of the Old Republic 2 would probably be my favorite Star Wars game. Actually, you know what, even with that flaw, it is still my favorite Star Wars game. I wouldn't mind playing that on stream at some point, but it's such a bitch of a game to stream. I think shotgun shells are, yeah, they're fairly well worth it. I will buy 10 shells. There we go.
Another satis.
Just so he still has money. I am carrying 177 of however many pounds. And so what I'm going to do with some of this money, some of my 1,355 caps, is I'm going to come over here and get healed.
Hi. Hello, friend.
Hello.
Thanks for handling those ghouls.
Plus the Dark Nihilist boss battle was underwhelming. It was underwhelming. But the funny thing is like Dark Nihilist isn't even so, like, he is not supposed to be the big bad of that series. Like, he is a big bad, but he's not the big bad. And yeah, the lead up against Scion and Kreia are the big ones. And Kreia is actually a very difficult boss, even if you min-max the fuck out of your character, and that's saying something. Because if you go like really hardcore dark side, her lightsabers are still like resistant to you, and it's like ah. But if you go hardcore light side, you have to get into the fray with all the lightsabers, and they just fuck you up. So it's wonderful.
I'm surprised you made it in here.
Start with Coder 2.
I can fix you up, but it'll run you 100 caps.
Coder after the
What
power
do you say?
and 2. Yeah.
Then.
Oh, whoops.
All right, hold still.
Kill me, you bit. Shh. Just be a dark side force crusher to hell. Well, the thing is, you have to destroy
All
the
better
lightsabers
now, you
first.
big baby. Can I get back to work now?
Jeez, get the fuck you.
Okay then.
Yeah, but the thing is, Captain, you have to kill off all of the.
How are you?
Yeah, you have to destroy all of the lightsabers first. And the thing is, while you're busy force crushing one, the other two are just beating the shit out of you. And it's like, ah, no. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back to Megaton. We're gonna go back to Megaton. After we go back to Megaton, we're gonna recruit Jericho. After we recruit Jericho, we're gonna go arm Jericho to be even more badass than he is right now. After we've done that, we're going to kill everyone in Megaton. Wonder why it was such an easy fight in my memory. I don't know. Well, what difficulty were you playing on? Because that really does have an effect. Because I only, like, when I played on normal, yeah, it was a very easy game. But if you play on hard or insane, like, is actually very difficult, yeah. plus I don't know, one thing that I really was actually kind of sad about was just, in Coder, was just that I wasn't able to play as, like, the basic class throughout the entire thing. Like, when they were like, you're gonna be a Jedi now, I was like, damn it! I wanna be a soldier! I mean, first time playing it, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm a Jedi! But, you know, like, now, whenever I go back and play, I'm like, I don't really want to be a Jedi. I just want to keep playing as, like, a soldier, man. I just thunderfuck the shit out of everything. Yep, that's how most people do it. What weapons is your character carrying in bag? Well, you see, I got a 10mm submachine gun, a 14mm pistol, a bottle cap mine, a cattle prod, a Chinese assault rifle, a combat shotgun, 15 frag grenades, M60 machine gun, 2 pulse mines, a Red Ryder BB gun, and a snipper rifle. There you go, Ro. Yeah, because, like, if you end up going down the dark side path, then yeah, if you got, like, a fucking... If you max out your wisdom or charisma, I forget which one. It's wisdom. If you max out your charisma, or, goddammit, your wisdom at, like, the very beginning of the game, you go dark side path, and then you take, Force Storm, it's like, there is no challenge. You run into a room and you just force, you know, thunder everything. You force lightning everything. You don't need to worry about anything. Crafting in that game was fun to me. Customizing gear is something I need more of. Yeah, there wasn't customization in Coder 1. There was, you can upgrade this thing with, these items. And it was like, cool, are there more of them? No. The only thing that you could, I mean, you could customize the, lightsabers, I suppose, but it wasn't very much. Not as much as Coder 2. Coder 2 really, like, got out of hand. I used to save editor to change my class. I should do that, Daviant. I should do that. I think there might also be a mod where, like, there's probably also a mod where you can just, like, be like, nah, I want to be a Jedi, and they're like, oh, okay. You know, because mods don't really, like, worry about, they don't worry about, like, the story advocacy as to why you don't want to be in it. They're just like, oh, he doesn't want to be it. Okay. Frag grenades. No! Oh my goodness. That was scary. I got her. Whatever. Coder 2 definitely got out of hand with crafting. It did. Like, they really didn't have to go as far as they did with it, but they did. And you know what? It really made the game look better in the end. Like, that sort of investment was... It really paid off for them. Overnight, the new hit game. I loved it. And it's funny because BioWare, you know, they... Uh-oh. Game crashed. I think. Yep, there it goes. Ah. Classic Fallout. I mean, not classic Fallout, but Fallout 3. There we go. Good times. It's funny because, like, I'm not even using a lot of mods for this game. Like, I got one overhaul, of course, but, you know, all that does is change numbers. Like, the mods that, change the entire wasteland, I can understand that. But, in all honesty, I really don't understand why the game is crashing as much as it is. It really shouldn't. You need a mod to make it stable. I mean, you do rote, especially if you're running it with mods, but base game alone, like the, base game alone for, just, like, the PC version, New Vegas is, I would say New Vegas is better. Because Fallout 3 was made with almost the intention of it being for console. So when they were like, yeah, you gotta make it for the PC too, they were just like, oh shit, I don't know, go in and change everything to a 1. Okay, how's it look? It crashes every 5 seconds. Perfect. Shoot it out there. New Vegas was made with the intention of being on all of the consoles, so the consoles and PC, so it's a little more stable in that respects. But I Swallow Coom 426. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh god. Henhart. Ah, goodness, I love that. That was a big thing about Coder 2, was just that your decisions actually had impact, which I loved. Because in Coder 1, there was very little, like, there was one... Yeah, there was really only one decision that you made that actually had, like, huge impact on... No, wait, two, because there's the situation with Juhani. But in all honesty, everyone else will join you. And then, of course, you know, talking with Bastila. But in Coder 2, there's a lot of different things, like, that actually influence you. Like, the whole being able to turn your friends into Jedi. That's some of the coolest shit. That's some of the coolest shit.
Yeah, you want something?
What's up, asshole?
Yeah, I am. But I'm gonna need 1,000 caps for supplies before I head out with you.
Yeah, sure, here you go.
This is gonna be great. Some good old-fashioned violence.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do... I'm not gonna start hitting the place up yet. I'm gonna head over to Fort Bannister first. Because I killed some people over there, and they should not have despawned yet. I killed some people over there that have, of course, Talon Mercenary gear. And I could just give that to Jericho and be like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. How's it going, Ice? What are you up to? How have you been today? Yep, just run like that.
Welcome to Mega.
That one? Yeah.
What's the big
As
idea?
West, I suppose. At least this game doesn't have the code of Red Dead Redemption. I heard that it was coded like an Eiffel Tower stack of cards that could collapse on itself at any moment. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Does he stay a companion forever? Yeah, he's mine. He is legally my property now, Ro. Like, the only time he'll leave is if I say, get out of here, and he's like, fuck you. And all I actually need to check the mod, because the mod might actually make it so that I can hire another recruit. So I could potentially have 2 people. But again, I have to check. I'm not sure. The Outsider faction has left their robot. Alright, 110 is always discovered. Fuck. Please don't say my name, I feel bad. Oh. It took me a bit. Don't... Well. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So shame on you, Ice. Shame on you. Do you want Divinity tomorrow or something? I'm gonna have to say no, actually, because tomorrow I have to watch my niece. I'm pretty sure that nobody, like literally nobody, wants to play a game with somebody with that little fuck in the background. Yo, what's going on? I saved you. I mean, it gives me extra damage, I guess. I saved him. You called your blood that? I don't care. In all honesty, I do not care. I love her. Like, granted, I will say that. I love her. I love her pieces. She's a wonderful, wonderful human being, child. But my goodness. She gets on my nerves a lot. Your hunger has been satisfied for the moment. Oh, nice. That clam chowder fully filled me up. Sweet. And we can have some Nuka-Cola. There we go. We're nice and happy now. That's family. Yep. That's a hunting rifle. That is a rock. Okay. There's a wood chipper down here that weighs 65 pounds. I have no idea what this could be used for. It weighs... I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just a weight balance thing. Like, they end up changing it so that it weighs more. Because in reality, a wood chipper should weigh a shitload. I'm pretty sure that's all that is. Wanna do Devandy someday? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's a game that, again, I love it, but... Oh, that's just a bore. But even with friends, it's really not, like, the greatest game of all time, you know? It's an okay game. It's not great, but it's okay. And the only reason it's only okay is primarily just, again, there's a lot of micromanagement, and the biggest thing about it is just that it feels too linear, I would say. We could do some mods. We could. I'll keep it in mind. If I ever am in the mood for it off, I'll hit you up, okay? But again, like, it's an okay game. Yeah. Remember when I said Nintendo stocks went up by the beginning of the whole Bowsette fiasco? I believe it increased from 44.64 to 46.61 so far. If I got that right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you said. And I did see, I actually looked at the stock, and it is true. They quite literally did increase from Bowsette. Funny how porn unites everybody to increase the stock of a company. Like, that's why you need a good spokesperson. In fact, if Wendy's redesigned their okay, he's running off to God knows where. I'm not gonna worry about that. If Wendy's redesigned their mascot to be more of a slut, their stocks would increase a shitload. Maybe. I don't know. Their stocks would increase, but in all honesty, they themselves would suffer. Like, the company would suffer even with the stocks. Because what would probably happen is, families would stop going there. They'd be like, "What the fuck would we go to a place that's clearly bad for our children?" Blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, you know, that affects them. But, again, the stocks might be good. I want to play Devandy, but I haven't caught any signature sales. The stock spiked. Yeah. Yeah, no. Devandy is one of those games that is really hard to find on sale. Kind of like Vampire the Masquerade. It's very rare that it goes on sale. And Devandy Original Sin is new enough to where, like, they still expect you to pay a lot for it. They also made announcements. Did they? Not important, just fetishized fan art. Yeah. Yeah. Through Dick Unity. Oh, hey. Awesome, I got minor radiation poisoning. Japan tooch on how they can be friends with Western audience despite a language barrier. Yep, that sounds about right. It's... Okay, so this was very interesting. I decided to go, I was searching through Reddit, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a taboo thing. I decided to take a look at the Donald. For those of you that don't know, the Donald, is a is a subreddit that is entirely dedicated to people who, if shot by Donald Trump, would thank him for doing it as it made them stronger, would shout out MAGA, and then proceed to get on their hands and knees and allow Trump to sodomize them. That's the best way I can put it. I went onto this, and I already knew about, you know, this thing. I knew it was gonna be a shit show, but I decided, let's take a look.
What are we standing around
So I
here
took
for?
a look.
There's plenty of action around.
I remember some of them saying, like, man, I love Japan, because they don't have any of that SJW bullshit like the US does, that the Western, the Western societies do. You know, because they didn't buy into all of that shit. And I remember, I was sitting there thinking, what?
Sure, give me whatever you got.
Oh, that's how they do it. Okay. Interesting. So his leather armor. There we go. Now he's wearing it.
Yeah, let's get to the...
Japan definitely has them. It does, yeah. And the big thing about it is, it's like, Japan does have it. They're just not as affected by it. And one of the reasons is because, for them, like, women were on a much more equal scale, than, like, yeah, women were just kind of on a much more equal scale, when, in, like, the more ancient times. That's the only difference. I don't know, it was a really strange thing to see, that people supported Japan, not because of all of the great things they've done, not because they like their you know, their humor, not, you know, none of that. It was because they, quote, don't buy into that SJW bullshit. Like, I saw that, I was like, I ended up sticking around for a little bit longer in order to check out what else was going on in the Donald. And like, yeah, no. It's like blind libertarianism is bad, but blind Trumpism is also absolutely terrible. They're both terrible. Like, it's not my place to say that they are wrong to support what they believe in, but oh my goodness, what the fuck was I reading was my reaction. I'ma be real, Denmark does not really have SJWs.
Fuck your shit up. It's been a long time.
What the fuck? SJWs, at least where I live. Wanamingo! In all honesty, you don't need SJWs if just everyone's on the same point. If everyone agrees, like, yeah, you know. If everyone is just kind of like, I mean, you know, we need society to work. And we need everyone working. Then there you go, it's done. Blind anything is bad, fanaticism is bad. Exactly. Exactly, Azure. Like, people that are in the middle are typically, like, where... People that are, like, closer towards the middle and actually, like, you know, are willing to change their thoughts on something if given enough proof, evidence, etc. That's where things need to be. Should. That is where things should be. But, yeah. You know, you can't pressure everyone to have that mentality, though. Note to self, before sleeping, close Twitch so my battery doesn't die. Please do that, Rote. I've actually been there before, Rote, and it's a terrible thing. It's like... fanaticism belongs in 40k. Well, we know how bad 40k is, Azure. the happiest fucking race in the entire 40k are the orcs, and that's just because they're constantly at war. Is because the Warhammer 40k orcs constantly have a reason to kill each other. Or to kill something else, and then whenever they aren't killing something else, they kill each other, and nobody blames them. And then supposedly also, as long as they believe in something, it comes true, but that's, you know, no longer canon, but it's still a lot of headcanon. You know, but details. That's why it's so bad. Yup. Again, it's not a big deal to a lot of people when it should be. But, is what it is. Oh, look at this thing over here. What's this? It's a, oh, it's a boar. Okay. It looked very, like, cool where I was at, and then I got closer and I went, oh, okay.
Oh, hell yeah!
We got it! Monstrous dog teeth, don't care. Woo, Jericho.
Yeah, what is it?
Right, I forgot. I probably want to give him some stim packs.
Sure, give me whatever you got.
Stim packs. Stim packs. Stim packs. Yeah, we'll give him 5. Hopefully that'll be good for him. Reason doesn't necessarily lead into motivation. So you can say that something is bad, stop doing it. Them, okay, you've convinced me, I guess. Proceeds to still do it. This is true, Ro. And it's the same for, I mean, yeah. Like, there's also the situation of, you know, this is bad, you should do something about it. And they say, okay, we'll get right on that. And you know, essentially them saying, they end up thinking that, hey, since I said that I would do something about it, I've placed myself in moral high ground, and therefore I don't have to worry about it anymore. There's definitely some bad criticism coming from definitely big numbers of feminists. And SJWs on character design, but there's definitely some bad character designs and decisions out there made in video games. Doesn't make people less of a human for calling them out unless their accusations don't match up with reality. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Interesting. Where is it marking me? I should say Megaton's over there. Well, the map's always been shit in this game. Yeah, but, yeah, and, I think it's funny because, like, one of the games that SJWs, and, feminists praise the most is Overwatch. Which I find really funny because if you really look at Overwatch, like, women in Overwatch, in all honesty, they all still have the hourglass shape. Like, they did still use the same character model. It's just that they, you know, it's kind of like whenever you place a picture into, like, I don't know, Photoshop, and then you grab the corner and you, like, stretch and, you know, yeah, you, like, stretch it and all of that. Like, that's essentially what goes on with the women in Overwatch. Where's Jericho? Fuck, I hope he's not dead. Forget to blame the artist, not the art. Blame the dresser and not the dress. Yep. Again, for most people, it's easier just, it's easier to blame something that, won't fight back. Like, that's the big thing about it. People don't want to, get argued against, so they choose to hate something that can't argue at them. Like, if the owner of you know, said art was like, hey, you know, I don't appreciate you guys bashing on my art, and I'd appreciate if you didn't. like, you know, then that would essentially be stating like, hey, this is a human being that we're attacking right now, and that's rude. They don't want to do that. You know, that's not a thing that you want. You want to be able to say, fuck this thing,
Looking for the mayor
and fuck
or the
everything.
sheriff?
Well, didn't he?
I'm almost dead. One Amingo meats and a stim pack.
You're gonna pay for that.
Jericho, do something! Jericho, do something! I'm dead! Can you use placebos to make people not believe something works? Not believe something works? I don't think so?
Get the children inside.
Oh, hell yeah.
No.
Two hits, kid. 2 hits.
Say your prayers. You're gonna pay for that. Go.
Murderer! What have you
Are
done?
you fucking kidding me?
Time for you to die, lad.
Where the fuck did he get the revolver? Oh, I think he got it off of Billy. Well, that's one way to deal with this whole debacle. Guys, we did it. My god. Does Jericho have ammo? He should.
Yeah, what is it? Sure, give me whatever you got.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he still has his assault rifle. Oh, he apparently doesn't have ammo anymore. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I'm not gonna worry about that because, you know, he has already served his purpose. He was meant to be cannon fodder, and he's done it. I guess he lost all of his yeah, he probably lost all of his ammo when he ran off just before I got here, you know, to kill something. Yeah, time to rape and pillage, everyone. Let's do this. Potato crisps. First aid box. Yeah, give me all that. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We don't need the bone saws. Probably don't need the bone saws. I can't think of a reason why I'd need a bone saw. Ibuprofen, that's some good stuff. Purified water, Rad-X, Red-Eye No-Dose pills. No-Dose. No-Dose does sound like a Hobbit name. That there's No-Dose. No-Dose Baggins. Bowser is ready. Does Jericho, why are ears dropping so much? It's because I have a perk that makes it so, every good person I kill, I get an ear from, and then I can go trade that for money. That's why. It's Broken Terminal. It's mainly about the author's intent and not how the strategy is be dressed or looks. Strangely enough, if in this conversation that I still don't have a decision on, Bayonetta's design was supposed to be more subtle and neutral, but the artist, who be a woman, from what I understand, made Bayonetta into the way she be based on the fact that it makes the character more empowered, methinks. Could be wrong in this story. Yeah. I mean, that's interesting because it's like, yes, she's definitely a very empowered character, and she carries herself like actually, you know, powerfully. She actually is a powerful character, and a good chunk of that is because of her design. So it's like that was accomplished, but in her having this empowered design, she is also sexualized. Which I think they understood that was going to be the case. when they made that.
Man, I missed this shit.
Where? Go! This is. Let's get out of here.
Don't run from us! Okay, so Jericho's out of ammo again. It's fine though. I could probably just give him a 10mm pistol or something and he'll be happy with that, maybe. Yeah, Jericho, get over
kid,
here.
What do you need?
Yeah, fuck you.
Sure. Give me whatever you
Actually,
got.
actually, let me give him the 14mm pistol. Because, you know, I'm not using it.
Yeah.
Being feminine shouldn't be something for a woman to be ashamed about. It shouldn't. Unfortunately, but a good chunk of the most vocal group of on how women should look are,
2 hits.
you know,
I'm
are
gonna
very
tear you
just
apart.
not that way. Oh God! Holy shit, dude! You know what? He's teabagging. Take his 44. I mean, there's no ammo for it, so it's not like it really matters. Girl Scouts want to join Boy Scout groups. Okay, I thought about this actually. I thought about this, and in all honesty, I can't really blame them, because one thing about Girl Scouts is like Girl Scouts compared to Boy Scouts is like, I mean, think about it. When was the last time? Oh my God! Oh, he's going out there himself. Okay. When was the last time you saw Boy Scouts come to your home and try and sell cookies? Like, Girl Scouts try, like, a big part of Girl Scouts is just learning to use your, like, your innocence against people. Run.
God damn it, I love violence. Oh, hell yeah.
Key to the Church of Adam. Don't run from me! Whew. She almost got away. What's right here? Yeah, not bad. Iguana bits. There's a refrigerator. What's in here?
No.
Go get him, Jericho. Or I'll go get him.
Hey, knock it off.
Jericho is fucked up. He really is. I like that. I shoot and kill a man in cold blood. This settler looks at me and says, "Hey, are you out of your mind?" Like, no. Bayonetta may be sexualized, but I don't really have a problem with it at the same time due to the fact that the person who designed her isn't doing it for perverted reasons. In fact, let me send something from Exploring Believability into the Discord as well in the Socrates Cafe. Real quick, that adds to the conversation. Go for it. The Socrates Cafe is there for a reason. A good idea to sprawl conversation is if you post a link and then ask a question after it. You know, see what people have to think about it. Gah! Where's the key? Where's the key, damn it? I feel odd with Bayonetta's design. She makes me feel things I really feel like I shouldn't be feeling. Guana on a stick. More guana on a stick. What's this? Crispy squirrel bits. Give me the Nuka-Cola. Can't open this. I didn't come across a key either, it seems. Like, there wasn't a key on him, right? Nope. Okay. Is that a Pokemon or something? Maybe? I'm not gonna lie, Ro. I don't know what we're talking about. Alright, I gotta find Lucas Sims' body.
Hey! Found where? Where? There's more of that way. Oh!
Calm down, dude. You're wasting ammo. Jeez. What an asshole, am I right? Shooting them like three more times after they're dead, wasting the ammo. What an asshat. Again, he's primarily here just to soak bullets. You know, when people show up, they'll attack him, and I will laugh. Squirrel stew! Ho-ho-ho! See a locker. Pre-war money, sure. That's a Nuka-Cola. I'm all for the Nuka-Cola. Ah, yes. Feet Locker. That's my favorite store. Good old Feet Locker. Let me see. I think one of the more interesting, instances of just, like, female, retaliation to design, like, it's like, I mean, I myself feel as though a lot of the times it's unwarranted, Whoosh. Oh! What just happened? The floor really tries to eat it up. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's that guy up there.
I'm gonna fuck your shit up here.
Good old Stockholm. There we go. We got him. You pushed it into the void. I know, and it scared me. I didn't mean to do that. Ramen tipping like a boss. I'll say that again. In all honesty, I should only need a, yeah, I should only need the cow prod from this point on. Like, it's really not that hard in order to, kill people anymore. Like, all of the people that actually have guns and whatnot, seem to be gone. That's a Nuka-Cola. That's another Nuka-Cola. That's a cherry bomb. Sweet. Del Stockholm. Yeah, I made like... I'm glad I keep this big son of a bitch with me because goddamn, that's... Like... There we go. Because my goodness, it just murderfies everything. It turns everything into red. I see the bus is moving. Would you guys be willing to live here? I think honestly, I think I would. It has like a strange charm to it. A very strange charm to it. Like, it's not comfy, but it's like small and insignificant. Like, I'd be willing to live there just for the sake of, like, how little there is there. It's a Salisbury steak. No. That's fair. I won't judge you. I don't know, I might move some, like, I would of course have a single bed, which would, immediately open up some more room. And of course, if the windows would have to work as well. Like, I'd want the windows to work. Stop coughing, you fuck. Alright, I can give him cigarettes. Cigarettes. How's it going, bitches?
2 hits. Are you out of your fucking mind?
All of the beds are owned. I'm so upset. Now I can't sleep here at night. That's an ear. That's a technical foul. More sugar bombs. I'm collecting the sugar bombs because, you know, there's a quest later where I can just be like, oh yes, here's some, you know, here's some sugar bombs to some guy, and he'll be like, oh, thanks. And now I'm gonna make myself some Ultra Jet. And it's like, what's Ultra Jet? And he's like, I don't know, it'll fuck you up real good. You want some? And it's like, fuck yeah, I do. And that's the premise of the entire quest. It's a good quest, wouldn't you agree? Hey, Beauty Pie. What's up? How you doing today? Book. I'm still, like... Right now, I'm still tacticalizing, like, how I'm going to deal with, Darkest Dungeon, actually, because that game, I'm on the final stretch of that game, and it looks as though it's gonna be hell on earth. I mean, that's exactly what we're dealing with in there.
Cupcake? Now,
2 hits, kid. 2 hits.
Raisin.
Your husband is dead already. Who's living here, I wonder? How you, Duke? I'm doing pretty good. I'm just committing genocide. Another carton of cigarettes. Pre-war money. What's in the refrigerator? Nothing I care about. Oh, pre-war books. I can sell those. Well, yeah. Because I can go to the, what do you call those people? The, Brotherhood of Steel and be like, here's some books. But until then, Jericho,
Sure,
would you like some
got.
books? Doesn't matter, because you're carrying them anyways. Gosh, she's already gone through... Oh, gosh, she's already gone through 4 of those stim packs. Holy fuck. You don't kill old ladies? Well, I just did. What I walk into, don't worry about it. If children were here, they'd be the first to die, honestly, because gamers dislike children hard. I actually keep on the thing that makes it so I can't kill children. Like, I don't download the child killing mod. And that's not just because I think it's against Twitch terms of service. I firmly am just like, no. And a good chunk of the reason is because, is actually because, like, I have a niece and, like, I don't know. I get, like, goddamn... I got a bunch of railway spikes. You know what, here, have these railway spikes. Enjoy those. And so, yeah, I go through, like, a PTSD flash... Not even, like, a flashback, but, like, a PTSD, like, imagination of, like, if it was my niece or something, and it freaks me the fuck out. It gives me anxiety, and I hate it. I can't enjoy killing children in a game ever again. Yeah. Jericho doesn't have any ammo.